Good morning, everyone. Proud to be associated with such a wonderful function.
Shubhodaya. Arvind ji, Shubhodaya.
Shubhodaya, sir. Shubhodaya. Good morning.
हमने किसी से ले लो आज से किसी से मतलब का 100 है वो ना आज आज 100 ऑफिस को स्टाइल इनोग्रेशन है आज
The character of legend is the power of Hamlet and lower Saxony.
Where is Saxony actually?
Lower Saxony.
Good morning, sir. Raisa.
Sharma ji, good morning.
Good morning, Sundar ji.
और
Good morning, SK. Good morning.
SK, good morning, good morning. हाँ
Rajinder Raisa, namaskar.
As the person who will be doing the invocation logged in, Vidya Suresh. If you have, please raise your hand.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಟೋ ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡು
Jitendra ji, Shubhodaya.
ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು
She's logged in.
The name of
Jitendra ji, Shubhodaya. Anuja ji.
Morning, Krishnan ji.
Shubhodaya, everyone. Shubhodaya, Anitaji. Shubhodaya.
Sir, namaskar.
ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ
Good morning, Krishnan ji.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to you.
ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ
Am I audible?
yes. I can.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'll just make you co-host.
Sure.
ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿ
Good morning, sir.
Everyone switch on their cameras, please, because most of the cameras are switched off. Thanks, sir.
All the best, Velu, sir.
Thank you.
Very proud moment for me to such a brilliant this thing. And Naresh ji, aapko bhi good morning. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Looking as handsome as ever.
Velu, sir. Vidya ji has come.
Yeah, she's there.
Okay, thank you.
All the best, Velu, sir.
Thank you so much. Uday Bhaskar, welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All the best.
Thank you. We also have.
सबको congratulations, बधाई हो बधाई.
Uday.
Namaskar, Satish.
DG Fazal, welcome.
Uday Bhaskar, good morning.
Bhagya Ravikar.
Sanjay.
See you.
My cousin. Yes.
Welcome.
All the best, Velu,
Good to
sir.
see you. Good to see you.
Anand Seth also from
Sir ji, Shubhodaya.
Namaskar, Uday.
Namaskar, Satish.
Morning, Velu. Hi, good morning, Jitendra.
In next 3 to 5 minutes, we have to start the program.
Yes, just starting. We're just waiting for Kapil Sangvi to.
Morning, Anija ji.
Siddharth, are you ready?
Yes.
Your computer is charged, na boss?
Yes.
Hundred and 80.
How many on YouTube?
Siddharth, can you check how many in the YouTube?
Good morning, Deshpande Sahab, Milinji. Good morning, Arvind Garg.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
There is no YouTube, Naresh. It's only Zoom. We have increased the capacity of Zoom.
YouTube is there, Velu. It is. We are live on YouTube.
Also, okay.
I've not shared the link. I'll just put it in all the groups. I just started from the account.
Everyone on the left, it shows that we are live on YouTube. Actually.
Yes. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah.
A lot of people are in YouTube.
We also have with us Anand Seth, CSR partners from US. Also, welcome to the BU of Dodbalapur. Welcome, ma'am. Shubha Mangala. PLCC Guru Nagesh.
Thank you, sir.
Vardhan, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Velu. Om Prakash here.
Oh, okay. Not yesterday now. We are meeting again now.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations. Good morning, Mr. Velu. This is Girish Aradia.
Good morning, Girish.
Good morning, Velu.
Good morning.
President Velu, congratulations.
Good morning and congratulations, Velu. This is Anand.
Thanks, Anand. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Velu.
Thank
Satish.
you. Satish. Okay, let me go to Satish. Thank
Good,
you.
good morning, Velu. This is Partharthi from Rotary Bangalore South. Greetings to you and wonderful job. Congratulations. All the very best.
Thank you, sir.
Morning, Velu. This is Ravi Vatla. Once again, all the best. Good luck. Congratulations. Namaskar.
Welcome. You were at my induction day. I still remember installation of the team.
Yes, I'm your brand ambassador. I spoke about your speech in so many meetings. Even yesterday, I told that I heard a speech of a president of a club which is as good as the president of Rotary International.
Wow, I'm really honored.
And I sent a copy of it to him. Yes.
I'm very happy to tell you that whatever I announced, I've completed 100% of everything, sir.
Yeah, I could see that. Good.
Morning, Ravi. Morning. Manager here.
Hey, Jitendra. Morning. Jitendra was one of my favorite heroes in my childhood.
Probably I changed my name of spellings on him. My name was probably before he became popular.
No, the way he and Leena Chandavarkar played shuttlecock in those days was a beautiful song, you know. Jalga ho gayi shaan.
Yes. So Leena was your favorite in Guys of Jitendra, or?
Both of them. Jitendra was very, unusual dressing, blue and blue. The whole pant and shirt was blue or pink.
Yes.
White.
Yeah.
He was a very unusual dresser.
Ravi Vadlamani, good morning.
Hey, Suresh, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Long time not met.
Morning, Suresh. Morning, Ravi.
Morning.
Pradeep Saab, Namaskar. HG Pare.
Morning.
Suresh Ji.
We are ready to have DG log in.
DG was there.
I couldn't see Nagendra Prasad.
He's online.
Oh, okay.
Jitendra Ji, good morning. Jitendra.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Morning, Jitendra. You look colorful.
Yeah.
Welcome, DG.
Ji, Namaskar. Parekh here. Mr. Suresh.
Namaskar.
Good morning, everyone. Shrikant and Madhura here.
Hi, Shrikant. Hi, Madhuram.
Hi.
Yes, we touched 200.
I just sent you the link. I thought I.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
Morning, DG.
Good morning, Ravi Vadlamani, Karki. Namaskar.
DG, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Governor.
Namaskar, sir.
Good morning, DG.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome, KP Nagesh.
Namaskar. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning,
Nagesh.
sir. Morning.
Morning, Arun. Morning, everybody.
Good morning, DG.
Latest score is 205.
205 and time is 11:1.
11-1. Time is 11-1.
Just waiting for.
राज एक और हो जाए.
Who's 75319?
We will just start in a few minutes.
This is Arun from L&T.
Morning, President Velu.
Morning.
75319 because it's the official.
Welcome, sir.
Hi, AJ Zarir Bata ji.
Namaste, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Wow. President
Hats
Anand.
off.
How are you, sir?
Great, sir.
Good morning.
Morning. Hi, Siddharth.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Prem Kevalamani, dear
Nagesh, good morning, sir. Morning, Zarir, sir.
Velu, let's begin.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Kamal Sangvi to log in.
Okay.
Jitu, good morning.
Good morning, Zarir. How are
Yeah,
you? Welcome.
I have joined everybody. Good morning. You can start. Okay.
Kamal sir, good morning and welcome to 3190.
Morning. Thank you.
Good morning, Kamal sir.
Good morning. How are you, Nagesh?
Fine, fine. Thank you, sir.
Good
morning, everyone.
Good morning, Kamal sir. Good morning. Hi, Nagendra. Hi, Governor. How are you?
Fine, fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Rotarian
Good
Vidya.
morning, Kamal sir.
Good morning. We can start whenever you want to.
We are ready to start, sir.
Good morning, Kamal Bhaiya.
Rotarian Vidya.
Good morning, Ravi Garu.
Lamp and do the. I would request. I'm request Rotarian Vidya Suresh to light the lamp and do the invocation, please. Vidya.
Yeah.
Can you put the spotlight on Vidya, please?
No, I think Suresh's phone.
Yeah, Suresh's phone. Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Can you just spotlight on Suresh, please?
Shall I start?
Yeah, please start. Please start.
हे गणनायक विघ्न विनाशक बुद्धिप्रदायक सुखदायक सिद्धि विनायक बाप्रमत नायक गजराज मस्तक वरदायक हे गणनायक विघ्न विनाशक बुद्धिप्रदायक सुखदायक हस्तपरशुधर पाशाङ्कुशधर मुक्तिप्रदायक दीनोद्धारक ಭಕ್ತಿಯೊಳಮಿಸುವೆ ಏಕದಂತನೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಭಕ್ತ ಕೈವಾರಿ ಶುಭಕಾರಿ ಹೇ ಗಣನಾಯಕ ವಿಘ್ನ ವಿನಾಶಕ बुद्धिप्रदायक सुखदायक सुरनरसन्नुत हरिविधि संस्तुत करुणाकर स्वामी विघ्नेश्वरा परमेश दासरा नित्यक्षेमकर वीर विनायक अघनाशक हे गणनायक विघ्न विनाशक बुद्धिप्रदायक सुखदायक सिद्धि विनायक बाप्रमत नायक गजराज मस्तक वरदायक हे गणनायक विघ्न विनाशक बुद्धिप्रदायक सुखदायक बुद्धिप्रदायक सुखदायक बुद्धिप्रदायक सुखदायक Thank you.
Thank you, Vidya, for the excellent invocation. Thank you so much. And today we will be having Rotarian Kamal Sangvi, who will be doing the inauguration as Shekhar is not keeping well. And I'll start just collar myself before I start. I call this meeting to order. Good morning and a very, very warm welcome to the galaxy of dignitaries who are present today. We are very happy to have with us RI Director and Chairman of Rotary India Literacy Mission, Rotarian Kamal Sangvi, RI Director Bharat Pandya, RI Director-elect Mahesh Kotbagi, DG Nagendra Prasad, PDG Rajendra Rai, PDG KP Nagesh, PDG Ravi Vadalamani, DG Rotarian Fazil Mahmood, DGN Rotarian Jitendra Aneja, DLCC Guru Nagesh, district officials from our own district, Rotarian Arvind Garg, Executive Vice President of L&T, Srimati Shubhamangala, BU of Dadbalapur, Srimati Bhagya Rangachar, Founder CEO CLT, Mr. Pramod from India Literacy Projects, members from my own club, my co-presidents, Rotarians, HM and teachers from 100 Happy Schools. We have invited them as well today. They also logged in, and guests. Very warm welcome to all of you. Friends, it has been a very challenging times for our team to execute all the planned activities during this current pandemic. In spite of the constraints we are facing, I'm very happy to inform you that not a single program or activity has been postponed. I'm very pleased to invite all of you for the inauguration of 100 Happy Schools, 100 e-learning systems, 100 science kits, 14 career planning kits, and 14 psychometric testing kits today. It is indeed a very memorable day in the history of our club, Rotary Bangalore Junction. Friends, we are trying to do our best to add more value to the concept of Happy School to bring it to the level of a holistic school. Apart from providing safe drinking water, hand wash station, gender-specific functional toilets, science kits, Google Earth geography, 6,000 nutrition trees, and fruit-bearing plants in all 100 schools we have given in addition to what is required by Happy School. We also implemented career planning, psychometric testing, and menstrual hygiene management in all the high schools. There are 14 out of this 100. So we have selected those high schools where all this is required, and we've implemented them as well. For all this, we didn't want to have a repeat, so we had Train the Trainer program, which has been successfully conducted in all these for all these initiatives. And apart from Happy School, we have also completed teacher training for 2,650 teachers. Over 10 sessions, we have completed that. National Builder Award, we have conferred on 51 outstanding teachers. And this is all regarding the TEACH program. Now, we have also gone for a full-fledged renovation and addition of classrooms where the density of population is very high and more students are there. So we have selected 5 schools over there in Bangalore itself for total renovation and construction of additional classrooms. And this is happening with the support of CSR funds from Paul Corporation. They have contributed in excess of 1 crore for this cause. As we speak, construction is still going on. So that is another major project of our club, apart from this 100 Happy Schools and 100 e-learning kits. Friends, in this same 100 schools, we wanted to take it up to give a complete holistic view. So we have done eye checkup camps, and thanks to District Avoidable Blindness Committee, 2,000 spectacles has been donated to this project. So now, moment this lockdown opens, so we'll continue that and complete the 100 schools eye checkup, and also use this 2,000 spectacles wherever it is needed. And thank you for their contribution. And also, I would like to very happy to inform you that we have filed a global grant for Project Dignity, where 500 widows with little or no education will be trained and an assured job will be given. So this has been completed now, and we have got a global partner. Everything is done. All the beneficiaries have been identified. It is in the final stage of execution now. I'm also very happy to inform you that adult literacy camp for 65,000 blue collar workers of the BBMP is being planned, and the start dates will be announced shortly. Our partner Manda Foundation is helping us there, and we're speaking to the BBMP commissioner. So they like the idea. So before we could sign an MOU and start, this lockdown started. So we're just waiting for things to clear up, and we will start execution there as well. And mass COVID vaccination camps in association with the local government is being executed by our club currently. We have identified apartments which has got 2,000, 3,000 residents, and 45 plus residents in one single apartment complex. There is 1,200. Another apartment, there is 900. So we are just focusing that, and we are now starting the COVID vaccination camp in association with the BBMP. and Dr. Patel is taking charge, and already now the dates are being announced for that. This is apart from the extensive COVID relief projects which we have executed last year. Yeah, every possible COVID relief, whatever is required, continuously we have been doing, and we are on the forefront of those activities as well. And I would like to take this opportunity to talk about the few other major projects which are undertaken by our clubs. So where we were doing happy schools, we wanted to improve the local area as well. So one way I thought of was empowering the marginal farmer. So the land holdings are just 1 acre, 2 acres. So it's not sustainable for them to do a profitable farming activity. Even till today, an average holding size is only 2 acres. So we came up with an idea where we wanted to distribute sandalwood saplings. So Didi Nagendra Pratas has inaugurated this sandalwood sapling, where 10,000 saplings will be distributed by our club. So an average of 200 saplings goes per acre, and the value of that is 2 crores over 15 years. We have an MOU with the Karnataka government where they will buy back this from the marginal farmer, and in over and above this, they are giving 125 rupees subsidy per sapling. So 25,000 rupees per acre is the additional income to the marginal farmer. So all this has been done and the inauguration has been completed. June is the time just before the monsoons to distribute. Everything has been organized and kept. So we'll start distribution in June. And the total economic impact is 100 crores to the local community in Dodaballapur, just in one place. So we were looking at other taluks, but first we want to complete this project over here. So apart from this, we are taken the lead to do regenerate 100 lakes, which is a district-led project. So we have taken the lead initiative over there. 2 lakes are ready to start works, and we are now, everything has been done. We got the permission letter from the local authorities. The cost has been estimated. The work order has been issued. So we were about to inaugurate, by which time this lockdown happened and we're not able to go there. So May 6th and by May 10th, the fresh dates has been announced. So the moment we are able to go there, we'll go and inaugurate these 2 lake regeneration, where the water table, previously we have done a couple of projects. All the water tables surrounding all the wells have got water, the bore wells have been recharged, and we have done tree plantation also. It is a complete regeneration project. So that also we will be executing shortly. So this is regarding our community service project. When it comes to vocational service, I'm very happy to inform that we have an association with Bosch, with CSR, where they have a program called as Bridge. So we identified unemployed youth who are 10th pass, just or UC fail, graduate fail, and who don't have the skills to get a job. So all the soft skills is imparted over a period of 3 months. At the end of 3 months, a job is assured. And happy to inform you, the first batch of 25 students have already received offer letters. So this is regarding the vocational skills. And regarding membership growth in our own club, I'm very happy to inform you that we have added 103 new members this Rotary year. 2 new satellites clubs have been formed. Our current strength is 236 members. And with all this new energy in our club, we are able to do more work. And thanks to our satellite club partners, they are bringing in different perspectives to execute much needed projects for us. And we have excellent fellowship activities for the year. This is ensuring bonding and teamwork among our own members, thanks to the club service team who are doing a splendid job this year. And friends, regarding contribution to TRF, every year, at least a minimum of $100,000 has been given from our club, thanks to so many major donors and so many contributors from our club. So we have been, this year also, we are touching $100,000. In spite of the pandemic, in spite of all the issues we are facing, we already touched 86,000 or $90,000 now, just $10,000 to go, and we will touch it before the end of this Rotary year. And in fact, during the pandemic, more money has been donated towards philanthropy by Indians. And friends, I was also discussing with or regarding carbon credits. Because I'm into farming and I'm a large scale agriculture activities as well. So I was very happy to inform you that 50 lakhs was the first amount which is earned from India. The first carbon sale has happened a few months back. Aditi Garg, an IS officer from Indore Smart City. So she has implemented eco-friendly measures like tree planting and solar power projects in the campus in Indore. So she has sold this carbon credit to a overseas firm, and the government has earned 50 lakhs. So what I was thinking is Rotary could potentially earn crores together in thousands of projects which Rotary has done nationwide. So our club, in fact, has started the process of collecting necessary information for the same. And I would like to work with the national team too, because this is a huge activity. So in whatever fashion I could contribute, I'd be willing to contribute in that direction. And Rotary at the national level is been engaging with the government very effectively. And I attended several of your meetings where the national ministers were there. I'm very happy about the way things are being done. So I was thinking about proposing a Rotary action group to focus the government's attention to where it's needed the most. So I've been working with the government a lot and we've been getting permissions and been doing things. But the skill set what the national team has got, if it percolates to the district and the club level, it will have a huge impact because so much of money is lying with the government. So we need to draw those resources where it's needed the most. I'll just give another example in this direction. I was going and coming for the allocating budgets for the construction of toilets. So a social worker has worked with the Karnataka state government. For 3 years, she's continuously worked. 100 crores has been allocated this budget by our CM only for constructing toilets in government schools. So this is the kind of work which one single lady has done. So all these articles are there. Whatever I'm telling you is all documented information. It is in the public domain. And there's a few articles which I'm posting in the chat box now. So it is, everybody can have a look at that. And I'm very thankful for all our club members. So much we're able to do is because of the teamwork. And there is so much of thought leadership in our own club. And that coupled with the execution leadership, a blend of these two things, we're able to do so many activities. I want to thank from the bottom of my heart the so much of support I've received from all my club members. I also want to thank Team L&T, Team Menda Foundation, all our CSR partners and district, RM team, and the BO Dodbalapur. I will now play a presentation regarding our 100 Happy School project. So, Siddharth, please play the presentation, please.
Is the screen visible to everybody?
Yeah, please play the presentation.
Hello and warm welcome to all the honorable dignitaries, fellow Rotarians and friends. This is your Community Service Director, Naresh Kumar Chaudhary. As we inaugurate 100 Happy School project today, let me walk you through the 9 items that makes school happy. 1. The school building should be painted, well maintained and secure. Number 2. Students should have benches and desks in classrooms. Number 3. Clean and adequate drinking water should be available. Number 4. Hand wash stations. Number 5. Separate toilets for boys and girls. Number 6. Library. Number 7. Play materials, game and sports equipment. Number 8. Well-maintained space for teaching staff. Number 9. Shoes and school bags for students. While this delighted the students and teachers, But we did not stop here. We continued to provide number 10, e-learning system, which comprises of 50 inches smart TV loaded with all digital content. Number 11, Google Earth for geography classes. Number 12, online class for public speaking and debating in English, congestive exchange. Number 13, science kit. Number 14, menstrual hygiene by leading gynecologists with free distribution of reusable sanitary napkins and incinerator. Number 15, psychometric testing. Number 16, career planning and counseling. Number 17, WINS. Number 18, planting nutrition and fruit-bearing trees in every school. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Siddharth. I would now request PDG Rajendra Rai to introduce RA Director Kamal Sangvi, please. Please go ahead, Rajendra. Please go ahead, Rajendra. Yeah. Rajendra Rai, please go ahead and introduce Kamal Sangvi. No, you're muted. I think you're muted. No, we're not able to hear you. Please unmute Rajendra Rai.
He's on unmute, sir. Sir, can you just speak without the earphones?
Can you speak without the earphones?
Just disconnect the earphones, sir.
Disconnect
No,
the earphones.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
now we can hear you. Please introduce RA Director Kamal Sangvi, sir.
Okay. Namaskara, good morning and Shubhodaya. Friends, it's my privilege and honor to introduce our Director Kamal Sangvi, the Chair for Rotary India Literacy Mission, on this special occasion of the inauguration of one of the largest literacy projects launched this year by any club or any district anywhere in the country. Pharmaceutical Sciences from Kasturba College, Manipal, here in our state. Kamal is currently the Managing Director of his family-owned banking, financing, and construction business. Kamal hails from Dhanbad, the biggest coal hub of the country. As you all know, friends, carbon under high pressure and over centuries become a diamond. In this case, God has been kind to us as he jumped the timeline and belied all scientific theories to produce a diamond for Rotary. Kamal is a member of the Rotary Club of Dhanbad and served as the governor of District 3250 in 2005-2006. He rose to become the RI Director in 2019 and is now in the second year of his directorship in the RI Board. He has represented our Rotary International presidents as their representative 10 times, covering districts in the US, Australia, Pakistan, Philippines, and New Zealand. He served Rotary International as the international trainer leader, member RI Leadership and Leadership Development Training Committee, member RI Road Track Interact Committee, RRFC, RPIC, chair for the Rotary Institute, chair for Presidential Conference, chair for Rotary South Asia Summit, chair for GETS. All these successful events speak volumes of his great organizational capability, friends. A pioneer of vocational training centers, as he has helped to set up 28 such centers in his district, namely the Saheli centers. He has coordinated 11 polio corrective surgery camps and 2 artificial limb camps in which nearly 2,000 beneficiaries were given limbs and calipers. He also inked the Aman Ki Asha agreement between Pakistan and India for healing Little Hearts program for operating upon Pakistani children in India for heart diseases. An acclaimed orator who speaks with great passion and always from the heart. I understand that he has addressed more than 300 PETS, district assemblies, conferences, and seminars. Kamal and his spouse Sonal are level 2 major donors to TRF and Bequest Society members. All his family members are Paul Harris Fellows. Kamal is the recipient of Service Above Self Award, 4th Avenue of Service Award of Rotary International, Citation for Meritorious Service and Distinguished Service Award from the Rotary Foundation, to name a few. Kamal is married to Anne Sonal, who is also an active Rotarian and an Innovel member. As a qualified architect, Sonal helps Kamal in their family-owned construction business. Kamal and Sonal have 2 children, Coab, who is pursuing PhD in cancer cell biology in Germany, Ravishu, who is working with Swiss Bank. 2021-22 is an important year for all of us. So is for Kamal, as he has been given the task of taking the membership Rotary International beyond 1.3 million mark. A very tough task indeed, friends. So he needs all our support in this endeavor. Here I present Kamal Sanghvi, a multifaceted, warm-hearted leader, leader par excellence, a passionate Rotarian. To you all, friends. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rajendra. I would request RA Director Kamal Sanghvi to inaugurate the 100 Happy School, please. Siddharth, please play that. I would request you to address the gathering, sir.
Can I have the whole screen? Yeah. You know, when something bad happens in this world, you have 2 options. Either something like COVID-19, or now it's become COVID-20. Something like this which happens in the world, you have 2 options. One is let it destroy you. And the second is let it strengthen. What Bangalore Junction has done proves the point that Rotarians get strengthened when there is malady in the world. And let me tell you, I am one of the most blessed people today on the earth that I could be part of this program. This yeoman service which your club has done, Velu, what you have done is just outstanding. You know, I was just wondering when you were announcing everything which you were doing, I was just announcing, are you talking about the whole country at large? Or are you giving a report of RILM at large? Because the RILM report is on one side and your club report is on the other side. So let me commend you first, all you members. Let me tell you, you are all the angels of giving. God bless each one of you. You do not know how many smiles you'll bring on other people's faces. You do not know how many lives you have changed. You do not know how many children's lives you have changed. You do not know how many families you've empowered. The cascading effect of what your club has done is just simply outstanding. I am absolutely, you know, probably today is like a birthday for me. On every aspect of teach you've done something which probably the country is on one side and your club is on one side. You've also touched vocational training. You were also going to do the project dignity under the vocational empowerment, which we are doing in RIL. I think it is something which is a hallmark projects which you've done, something which has come from your heart. And then, you know, the icing on the cake, you tell me that you've got 2 satellite hubs. As the world's membership chair for next year, this could be the precursor for my taking over as the world membership chair, that you've given 2 satellite clubs and you've increased your membership by 100 members. It is just outstanding. So let me also tell you, friends, you are the living example of what Gandhiji said. Gandhiji said that if you want to wage a war against illiteracy. Wage a war against illiteracy, because that literacy is the only constant in the world. For any country to be sustainable strength in the world, it has to be totally literate. And your club has initiated the process of total literacy in the country today. What we have wanted to do is total literacy by 2025. Your club is the torchbearer of this endeavor which we are trying to give as a gift to the country. Friends, you all know, and I also know, the development of any nation is directly proportional to the level of literacy. That is why I always say, why is Switzerland more developed than India? Why is probably Norway more developed than India? Why is probably USA more developed than India? Because absolutely simple is that the level of literacy in those countries is far greater than the level of literacy in ours. Forget about the world. Let's talk about our country. Why is Bangalore more developed? Why is Kerala more developed than Bihar, where I live, or Jharkhand, or Bengal, or UP? Why? The answer is very simple. Because the level of literacy in these places, in the city of Bangalore, is far greater than in the city of Ranchi. The level of literacy in Kerala, any town, Kochi, is far greater than the level of literacy in probably Kanpur. That's why it's far more developed. So friends, I commend you all, and I ask again each one of you that let us, because literacy is the only answer to take people out of poverty. Literacy is the only ladder for development. Literacy is the only sustainable asset for any country in the world. And I am absolutely elated to be part of this. You know, let me first thank each one of you for this honor, for letting me breathe the same air that each member of Bangalore Junction is breathing. I am extremely honored that I can breathe the same air for the work which you have done. This is going to be a hallmark. It is going to be a absolutely torchbearer club which you have done. And I think the entire country is going to learn from this, from what you have been able to do. I would want you to again do more and more. You are striving to do more and more, but I would want that put your act together. I want one more project which I didn't see anywhere in your report, is the Asha Kiran program. Velu, if you probably missed it out, I'm sure you have done it, but probably you've not touched it. But if not, I want, you are doing through the Happy School. And, you know, I always say that, you know, Happy School is something which we all need to do, because if probably Velu had called this meeting on a ground of a school where we are all asked to assemble on a ground without fans, without desk, and told to sit on the floor, and there are no toilets for any of the ladies around here, how many would turn up? Today, we've got more than 250 participants here. But if Velu had called this meeting on a ground, how many of you would have come? Not even maybe 20. So if we cannot conduct a meeting on a ground, if we Rotarians cannot do a meeting where there are no fans, if we Rotarians cannot do a meeting where there are no ladies' toilets, if we Rotarians cannot do a meeting where there is no drinking water system, how do you expect our children to study in schools where there are no toilets, where there are no fans, where there are no benches, where there is no boundaries, where it is not painted? Because even Ma Saraswati honors only places which are nicely kept. Education and literacy can only prosper in places which are befitting the Ma Saraswati. So you have done something which is absolutely outstanding. So now coming back to this Asha Kiran, Velu, if you've not done it, I would now want you to concentrate on bringing these children who are out of school back to school. It is extremely important that we bring these children back to school, because that will turn them, and that, any child which is out of school is going to cause or hamper the progress of the country. Asha Kiran is one of the most beautiful curated program where a child is brought back by an NGO, which are our partner NGOs. They then pick up these children, train them for 6 months, and then put them back into the mainstream of the government schools, where then the child becomes educated and takes on. These are the children of prostitutes. These are the children who are probably children of the construction workers, children of who have dropped out of school, laggards, who are probably boot polish children on the railway station, beggar children. It is extremely important to bring them back. And look at the beauty of this program. The beauty of this program, that it only costs 2005. At a cost of 7 rupees a day, at a cost of 1 packet of pan bahar, at the cost of 1 cigarette, which we smoke it off, we can educate a child and change his or her life forever. And not only his or her life forever, you're also changing the entire family and the community of that child. So please, I want each one of you, if not for anything else, I know your club will do much more than what I want, but what I want to ask each and every Rotarian who is here, apart from educating your own child, have the honor, have the pride, have the privilege of educating one more child, if not more, at least one child in your entire lifetime. Sponsor one Asha Kiran child and educate the child. Coming to the second is, I want to touch a bit upon adult literacy. There are 25 crore adult illiterate in our country. And if we want to be totally literate, it is this sector which needs the biggest attention now. Most of the organizations across the world work on child literacy. So do we. But then this year, we are putting all our strength and might on adult literacy. Because if we want to attain total literacy by 2025, it is this sector which needs our attention. The Government of India, the Ministry of Education, has also chosen us to be the preferred partner for adult literacy. Padhna Likhna Abhiyan is the new policy for adult literacy in the country, which has got several mention of Rotary India Literacy Mission. When I say Rotary India Literacy Mission, it is every Rotarian who is on this screen. Rotary India Literacy Mission comprises of all the Rotarians across India. So they have mentioned it and they have taken us as a preferred partner. The adult literacy program curated by RILM is a beautiful program where a child can teach an adult by just a primer which costs 100 rupees. With the 100 rupees, if you can encourage the children from class 6 onwards to teach an adult, it could be the own grandmother, it could be your own guard, it could be your own nurse, it could be the own housekeeper, anybody, it could be somebody across in your street. A child just needs to give 1 hour a day for 2 months, and that child can educate an adult and make that adult illiterate. It has 3-pronged strategy. The child becomes a teacher. Child becomes a productive member of the society, and the child, when becomes a teacher and understands the nuances and the difficulty of teaching somebody else, starts understanding and respecting his or her own teacher more. This is the ethos of our old Indian Vedic system of learning, where we always believe that the teacher is the guru. And I think this was lost somewhere. So I urge each one of you who are involved with education. I urge each one of you are involved in schools. If you are teachers, if you are principals, if you are owners of schools, or if you have any say in any school in your neighborhood, excite them, go and meet the headmaster and tell them, excite the students to take up this program of adult literacy. The other method is through partnerships. We have partnered already with Brahmkumari. Brahmkumaris have assured us that each and every Brahmkumari will educate 2 adult illiterates. Similarly, we have got We have partnered with the young Muslim professionals. We have partners with Boy Scouts. We have also partnered with Radha Swami's Satsang organizers. Similarly, if you have any local organizations which are willing to join us, because alone we Rotarians cannot change the world. And I'm repeating this again. Alone we cannot change the world. This is the time of partnership. This is the time when we make other organizations join us and we strengthen our resolve to bring total literacy in the world. So this is the time. So if you have organization, maybe the Marwari Sangh, maybe the Gujarati Sangh, maybe the Kannada Sangh, anything, any organization which has a sizable membership strength, bring them in, go tie up with them, tell them to join us in this absolute battle and this religion of bringing total literacy in India. So this adult literacy, I want, Betty, you need, Velu, you need to put all your might into adult literacy, because that is the need of the hour today.
Sure.
The third part I want is the vocational training. Many have lost their jobs. The world has been brought to its knee by this one virus called COVID-19. People are in distress. People do not have means of even earning today. It is this time where your club has taken up Project Dignity. I commend you. Project Dignity is such a beautiful program where we are, of course, under the guidance of RILM. Now, you know what? Probably I don't say that under the guidance of RILM. I will start using the word under the guidance of Bangalore Junction. RILM is doing these projects, okay? I think you are the torch bearers. You probably need to give us more knowledge than what we can help you in doing that. So this Project Dignity, which you have embarked upon, it is one of the most beautiful programs. And of course, with the Bosch organizations, which you are doing. We started this year another program on a pilot basis, which is called Saksham Bharat. We've got an educated Bharat, we've got an empowered Bharat. Now we need to have a skilled Bharat. Under the Saksham Bharat program, along with the Apollo Medical, we have today trained 150 children across India for being a paramedic worker. The skilling is over. Now they have been started, job placement has started. Nearly about 40 of them have been job placed. We are looking for that 140 of them to be totally job placed. Then we will revisit the program to understand the deficiencies and probably increase and make that program better. And then I will be launching it across India along with Apollo Medical. We are also tying up with Indo-Danish Tools. It's an Indo-Danish company, endeavor to bring more technology and training people to become more technology oriented, small kids, young kids, and get them to be vocationally trained to look after themselves. That is also underway, and shortly, I think within a month, we will be announcing that and offering to all the clubs in India that they can join up and do this. The Apollo Medical program is only 4,500 rupees, where the Apollo Medical trains an individual, a child above class 10, and also assures them a job starting from 8,000 rupees. In a 3 months training, 4,500 to be sponsored by Rotarians or Rotary Club, and the person gets a job for life and also starting pay of 8,000 rupees. Of course, the salary can go up to 16,000 depending on the skill and the efficiency of the person who is trained. So these are the different things we have done. Now coming to the last point, I want to commend each and every Rotarian of this country. You know, people said in COVID, we can't do anything. But let me tell you something. You are the torchbearer that where there is a will, there is a way. Where you want to do something, things will happen. When we want to take a pledge, when Rotarians take pledge and come on a common program, world changes, and you have changed the world. Similarly, in the e-learning platform, let me tell you and let me ask and commend each and every Rotarian of India. It is because of your support, Rotary India Literacy Mission could execute the world's largest e-learning program across India, where now 15 crore children are studying from this e-learning program on the government channels, 12 channels. Also, it is beamed through Zio TV, it is beamed through Color TV and other digital platform. So it is because of your support, because of every Rotarian fighting this battle, we have been able to give a gift to the country today. We have been able to give a gift to our country, India, where 15 crore government school children are learning from this e-learning program, otherwise which they would not have been able to do. Once the school starts, we will be loading this program into hardwares in every school across India. We are also converting that e-learning program into various languages. We've already converted it into 4 languages. Now we are trying to convert it into every state languages so that it can be loaded onto the schools. Once we do that, nearly 25 crore children will be learning from this e-learning program. So what COVID has broken our backs, but it has also opened doors of opportunities. Opportunities for Rotarians to make a mark, opportunities for Rotarians to do God's own work, for Rotarians to be the angel of giving. God bless each one of you. Carry on doing what you are doing, for you are the people who will make the world a better place to live in. God bless you. Thank you so much for having me here in this fantastic program of yours. I am truly blessed.
Thank you, RA Director Kamal Sangviji, for your very inspiring words. And I would like to inform you that the funds have been raised for Asha Kiran project, and it is there in our trust, and we'll be doing the needful shortly.
So I was right. You know, there could not be something which your club can miss out. So I was absolutely right, bang on. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And also, we require your support because 65,000 blue-collar workers of BBMP has been identified. We have spoken to the commissioner, and our CSR partners, Menda Foundation, Chatru Menda is also there. They are willing to help us, but we need your support and guidance, sir. I'll get in touch with you.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much. And I would request PDG Rotarian KP Nagesh to say a few words, please.
Good morning, everybody. I think it looks like a great function on this COVID-19 situation. As Kamal sir was mentioned, not able to believe whether it is a club program, a district program, or a national program. A very dashing and dynamic President Velu, and of course our very popular district governor, Devata Manusha, Nagendra Prasad, very versatile, vibrant and versatile Rotary International Director Kamal Sangvi sir, respected past district governors, district officers, and my dear Rotarians of Rotary Bangalore Junction. Good morning, everybody. Friends, today's program really encouraging a lot to this District 3190, which is doing in all front excellent job. Especially the Rotary Bangalore Junction, within a short span of 10 to 12 years, has rised vertically and now turning out to be a role model district of our role model club of our world-class District 3190. The way in which the club is progressing, and our President Velu, such a big man, becoming emotional, not because of anything, because of the support what he's getting from the Rotarians of Junction. I think I know this club very closely. Each and every Rotarian is so committed, passionate in doing good to the world. I think in the days to come, in the shortest possible time, this Rotary Club, Rotary Bangalore Junction, is going to be the #1 district in 3190. That is going to be this year. Maybe in the span of 5 years, this is going to be #1 district in the world with maybe 600 to 700 members. That's what I'm looking at. As far as this literacy program, this Happy School, taking up 100 clubs, 100 schools straight away. I think Rotary Bangalore has done 3-4 years back. After that, now under the leadership of Velu, this is such a bold and big project has been taken up. Is very much required looking at number of government schools in Karnataka, maybe around primary school, around 45,000 primary schools and around 6,000 high schools. Very much required. Each and every club has to take up this project with the inspiration of Junction. I think Fazal Bhai is here to take it up, and the mainstream for the next year, coming year, I think we are really not focused. Only few clubs are really looking at this happy school and literacy part of it, but 3190 has to focus in all corner, in all aspect. I think the responsibility lies with both the incoming leaders. We are quite capable, and also the project is very interesting. As Kamal sir was giving a lot of emphasis on the adult literacy, yes, I too agree with him. That's what is the need of the hour. A lot of unemployment, and to cut down the other illegal activities and the crime rate, we must engage the adults by giving what are the basic requirement of literacy and giving the job. I know our district is really want to do something good. In the days to come, definitely we'll look at this adult literacy also. Friends, this program is really inspiring and encouraging each and every Rotary Club of District 3190 to take up the literacy in a big way in the coming years and set a goal that we are going to be the #1 in the world as far as literacy activities also concerned. I wish once again Rotary Junction a great years ahead, and looking forward to be the junction to be the world #1 club in membership. When that happens, everything will happen. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, PDG KP Nagesh, for your kind words. And I recognize the presence of RI Director Bharat Pandya. And before that, I would request Siddhas to play the slide for the inaugurating the career counseling, please. This was actually supposed to be done by. So now that he has we are doing 2 inaugurations from Kamal Swang because we could not have Shekhar that today. So now we'll go to the next program, and I would request DGE Rotarian Fazal Mahmood to introduce RI Director Rotarian Bharat Pandya, please. DG Rotarian Fazal Mahmood, can you start, please? Can you get the spotlight on Fazal Mahmood, please?
I'm not able to. He needs to unmute. Sir, can you please unmute yourself? Fazal, sir. Sir, he's logged out. I think he logged back in.
Okay, so we'll go to the next. I'll request Aneja to introduce Bharat Pandya, RI Director Bharat Pandya. Aneja, could you do that, please? DG Aneja?
Yeah, let Fazil Bhai come in. He will have the details with him.
Oh, okay. So I think, but then we'll go to the next.
Well, if you see, I am speaking from a consulting room. I don't
Maybe you introduce yourself.
Aneja, you still require my introduction.
No, we don't need you. But there are 200 people, who are seeing you.
Most of them are 3190, and 3190 knows me because it is like my second home, manager.
Good, sir. We don't require any introduction.
Okay. So if there is anything else, otherwise let me start and
please start. Please start. Okay.
Right. So President Venu, Governor Nagendra Prasad, all the leaders. I'm sorry, I am speaking from a mobile, so I am unable to see everybody. Of course, Director Kamal, DG and Aneja, and all the Rotarians of 3190 and others who have joined this today. I think Kamal 3190 has done it again. I remember about 4 or 5 years back, Rotary Club of Bangalore had done 100 happy schools. And you have done it again. That was Rotary Club of Bangalore. This is Rotary Club of Junction. And I fully support what past Governor Nagesh was just saying, that the way Junction is progressing so well in the last dozen or so years, including now giving a future leader to District 3190, I think it's tremendously club with a tremendous potential of doing good in the community and in our world. My fullest compliments to all the members of Rotary Club of Junction. But of course, ultimately it's the leader who makes the difference. And my fullest compliments to Velu. I had a mail from past Governor Rajendra Rai, and Rajendra made me feel, Velu, though I have not met you, he made me feel that in Velu, Rotary Club of Bangalore Junction has an outstanding Rotarian who's leading this club so well in these challenging times. So my fullest compliments to you, Velu, for this great job. It's indeed, as Kamal was saying, that probably you could not imagine that even in this challenging situation, any club could dare to dream about doing 100 happy schools. Not only you have dared to dream, but you have also done it. So my compliments to you. Compliments to Governor Nagendra Prasad, because I know that Bangalore Junction could not probably have done it all by themselves. I am sure at some places or other, Nagendra Prasad and his team had some role to play, guiding you, motivating you, cajoling you, inspiring you to do. So my compliments to Governor Nagendra Prasad for the good leadership that he is providing in these challenging times. I think my good friend Kamal has said all that needs to be said about literacy, about the e-learning and the Asha Kiran and the adult literacy. I just like to share a couple of points with you. I had a mail from Aneja that the psychometric counseling is going to be, psychometric testing is going to be done. As I understand, that is something like an aptitude test, something to do with behavioral changes in the students actually. And I think that is actually the need of the hour. When we talk of this big word, psychometric testing, it brings into mind what is it all about, and can it be applicable to small schools which are there in the rural area? But I think, friends, that after going through the small presentation which was shared with me, I am sure that this psychometric testing is something like an aptitude testing, and this has been adapted and adopted to work in the rural schools because they have made it appropriate for the rural children. Ultimately, I think all of us will agree that a square peg in a round hole does not make a good fit. If you just put people in jobs for which they are not suited or doing work which is not of their interest, I think we are doing a great disservice not only to the community, but we are doing a great disservice to the person. And therefore, I am sure that this psychometric testing, which is geared up to suit the rural schools, which is going to meet the needs of, is going to be playing a very important role. And I'm very, very happy to be here today to do this small inauguration of one part of this whole gigantic thing that you have put together, friends. I think Rotary Club of Bangalore Junction deserves fullest compliments for the great job that they have done in putting together these 100 happy schools. I just have a couple of thoughts to share with you, friends. Of course, this education, as Kamal very rightly said, I believe that education is like the lighting of a fire. To the young mind, once you educate that mind, you open up potentials which probably nobody has thought of before. And all of us have seen families whose fortunes have been changed just because the children got a good, decent education and a chance at a better living. What I want to suggest to you, friends, of course, focus on the boy child, focus on the male child, but please focus on the girl child. Today, the literacy rate, Kamal will correct me if I am wrong, there is a difference of at least 8 to 10% between literacy of the male literacy and the female literacy. And therefore, we need to focus on educating the girl child. I sincerely believe that the biggest ornament for any girl is not a gold necklace or a diamond earring, but that's a good education. An opportunity to good education. And an educated girl not just changes the fortune of her own or her own family, but probably an educated girl changes the fortunes of people around her and community, of the whole community also. A girl who is educated becomes a more confident person who, when she grows up, is able to make independent choices for herself and choices for her children, choices which can change and really revolutionize the family. And therefore, my sincere request to all of you is to please focus on the girl child education. I would like to also second the appeal that Kamal has made about vocational training, because that is actually the need of the hour. You know that old saying, give a man fish and you feed him for a day. Give somebody fish, teach them how to fish and you feed them for a lifetime. I think this is the need of the hour. We need to do this vocational training as much as possible, especially in areas like rural areas where the need is tremendous. And if we can do this vocational training, not only we are doing a great service to the youth, but we are enabling them to stand up on their feet, earn a livelihood, and support themselves and their families. I think this psychometric testing, as I understand, is going to be done in a very, very scientific way. Psychometric testing will assess the children of what exactly is required of them, what exactly aptitude they have, and how best we can meet the needs which are there, the aptitude they have. I would also like to suggest to Aneja that one of the added activities, value additions which we can do is to do the school awareness program for that positive health program that we are having. The Project Positive Health, one of the aspects of that Project Positive Health is a school awareness program, which is geared up, which is a structured school awareness program for the 7th and 8th standard students. These modules are very easily available. In fact, let me share with you that Sushila Venkatraman, who is a past president of one of the Bangalore clubs, I forget the name, friends. She is the local India in charge of Arogya World with whom we have tied up to do the school awareness program. I will share, Aneja, her number with you, and I will share your number with her, and you can get in touch with her, and she will be too happy, more than happy to supply you with all the material which is necessary to do this school awareness program. You know, the important thing about this awareness program is that not only it inculcates in the children about good food, bad food, good lifestyle, importance of exercise, but the important thing is that it is difficult to change mindset for adults, easier to change mindset for the children. And if we change the mindset for the children, they will go back and change the mindset of their families and the people around them. And I think this will be a great value addition to this whole Happy School program that you have executed.
Thank you so much.
Changing this mindset will probably result in the next generation, which is better empowered to deal with health issues. And if we have a healthier generation, I think after the polio eradication program, that is the best gift that we can leave for the future generations. We in India cannot afford the thousands and thousands and lakhs of bypasses and dialysis. Of course, we need that, and that is also the need. But the important thing is preventive healthcare, because future of healthcare lies in the preventive healthcare, and that future is in the hands of the children, friends. So my encouragement to you is to look into this aspect and also add that as a value addition to this Happy Schools program. Once more, my compliments to President Velu, the whole team of Bangalore Junction, the whole team of 3190, and Nagendra District Governor Nagendra Prasad, incoming governors Fazal and Aneja. I wish you all the very best as you take off this literacy program to the next level. Thank you very much for inviting me. It's a great honor for me to be here today, present amongst you at this very, very, what can I say, momentous and very, very happy occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Pandya, for a very inspiring words. And Siddharth, please play the inaugurations for the psychometric testing. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you, Pandya sir. Thank you very much, Bharat Pandya sir, for your time. And I know.
I would request DG and Rotarian Jitendra Aneja to introduce Dr. Rotarian Mahesh Kotpagi. Aneja.
Well, friends, we have addressed by Dr. Bharat Pandya. To follow it up is another doctor and great friend of ours, and better get used to him, because for next 2 years from 1st of July onwards, he will be the RI director for our zone, and probably you will see him many, many times in our district, because I have a great privilege of introducing him, as I will be working very closely with him for that my year. A doctor by education and profession, an entrepreneur by nature, an adventurist, nature lover, and globetrotter by passion, and a Rotary leader by achievement. Friends, RI Director-elect Dr. Mahesh Kodbagi presents a very unique fusion of capabilities and talents. Born to a family of freedom fighters and doctors, his father inspired him from very young age to combine his professional life with his social service. And Dr. Mahesh Kodbagi dedicated himself to the ideal of the low-cost healthcare. He set up a small hospital in 1991, and which has grown into a large multi-specialty hospital in Pune now. He joined Rotary in 1995, and within a span of 10 years, he became the district governor of RI District 3130, and he was one of the youngest district governors to be elected. And since then, his rise in Rotary has been quite meteoric. He is the pioneering implementer of the technology and AV conferences in many districts, and especially Rotary institutes and summits in Rotary India. He is co-chairman of RILM, Rotary India Literacy Mission, and trustee in Rotary India Humanity Foundation. He is deserving recipient of Rotary's Service Above Self Award, TRF Citation of Meritorious Service, and Polio Plus Appreciation Award. Dr. Mahesh is happily married to Dr. Amita, who is also a past president and assistant governor and trainer in many Rotary forums and a member of Rotary Club for more than 20 years. His daughter, Dr. Chinmay, is radiologist, and another daughter, Miss Sana, is pursuing her college education in science. An unusual fact about Dr. Mahesh is passion for bike riding, car rallies, and his close association with Harley Davidson and BMW Motorrad. Well, friends, it's great pleasure for me to present dear friend, Dr. Mahesh Kodbagi to you. Mahesh.
Thank you, DJ Nanuji. Siddharth, can you please play the inauguration of the science kit?
A very, very good afternoon, friends. I declare the inauguration of Science Experimental Kit on behalf of RC Bangalore Junction. It's such a nice to meet all of you on Saturday. Last couple of weeks, our entire city has been locked down. In fact, 15 days back, it was locked down for 12 hours. And last 1 week, it has been locked down for 24 hours. And yesterday, I just finished almost till 2 o'clock midnight working at the COVID wards. Again, went in the morning at around about 6 o'clock, finished my job earlier, came back because I was afraid that, Jitendra Aneja will not excuse me if I come late. And so I promised him that I'll be here at around about 11:45 to meet all my colleagues from Bangalore. Friend, Bangalore has been one of my very, very favorite cities. I have been coming very often to Bangalore for various reasons. My father's brother has a house in Jayanagar. He was a director of fisheries who served in Karnataka state for many, many years. And of course, we also came all my family friends are from Karnataka. I was also, brought up near Belgaum. So these places are very, very familiar. So I love to have some good coffees, good friendships, and, beautiful places in and around. And of course, lots of adventure friends, whether they're bike riders or the car rally people, they all belong from in and around Bangalore. So my favorite places like BMWs and Harley Davidson showrooms near the Bangalore Club, I used to linger around in those Parsi restaurants for so many years. It's very difficult to come and, address to you in a very, very formal manner. But today morning, when I left the hospital, I thought, sometimes we just talk about, psychological aspects in the earlier session. And in fact, I don't know how Bangalore Junction got so many speakers, right from invitation to Shekhar, to Kamal, to Bharat, to me. I think it's all into one package. Your DG Nagendra and entire team, including Fazal and Nagesh, they thought, let all the leadership come into a package. It's a world of a combo because it's a world of innovation. So 100 school, let all the leaders come at the same program. And I was just saying, Jinetana, I said, Aneja, if same people talk the same language, it's such a boring thing. When we talk about teach, one of the aspects of teach is innovation. If Kamal talks same and I talk same and if Bharat talks same, then what is the innovation in this entire subject or in this program? So let me start with my own example. Today morning, last few weeks, we have been doing a COVID ward management for about 100, 125 patients. So no relatives are allowed in these type of patients and relatives in the ICUs. So one round about 70-year-old man, today, when he was admitted in the ward, he came and told me, Dr. Saab, I'm willing to give you any amount of money or a blank check, but do one small thing for me. I was very stunned because I said, what is he trying to say? He said, try to depute some beautiful nurse next to my ward. So I was for a moment, I thought, what is this innovation this man is talking about? I said, you're 70 years old. And what are you telling me this? He said, nahi, baat meri nahi hai, sir ji, aap naraz mat ho jao. I've got two very, very handsome children, sons. If you depute a nice nurse, then they will come day and night and do my service and your work will come down. See, from where you can learn the teaching ability and the skill, you never know about it. And that's why I always talk, the human brain, whether it is on a virtual platform or on a reality platform, it teaches us very different concepts. See, for example, today we are around about 200 plus people on this platform, from different revenue districts. So many past governors I see here. I saw Nagesh, I saw Samir Haryani, I saw Rai, and all of we could come just with one single button on a virtual platform, getting connected from Jharkhand to Bombay to Pune to Bangalore and the entire India. But everything does not give you, virtually. Even this science experimental thing which you got inaugurated by me, it has to have the flavor of your own touch. Now to make it more very simplified, you made an inauguration, virtual inauguration, by just cutting the ribbon with that scissors. But just imagine for a moment, if I was there and you were there with me, that would have given us a very, very different kind of echo and flavor of that. It's like telling, we used to make these paper aeroplanes. Do you remember? I'm sure all the male will remember more. In the classrooms in the school, you must be making those paper aeroplanes, folding the paper into 4 folds, making an aeroplane, and throwing it on someone. Now, if I tell you today, you make a virtual aeroplane of that paper and throw it on someone, you will not get that pleasure. So there is always a difference in these kinds of techniques. And lots and lots of simplified education system makes children more attached to the subject. Let's go back even to the basic biology in the school days. I remember whatever fruit we used to eat, that fruit used to have those seeds, and you put that seed in a small dish, put a cotton on that, put some droplets of water, and it's later, after a week of time, you will see there are shoots and the roots growing from that seed from the same fruit which you had eaten. Now, showing this and actually experimenting this into the science experimental labs is a very, very different kind of a concept. And I can keep on telling you so many issues. Even at the ruralmost school, a small magnifying glass, making, getting the sun ray on a magnifying glass and trying to burn that paper, you should see the expressions of the students and the children. How they is to get involved in that magnifying glass and burning that paper and thinking how the solar energy can turn into reality. I still remember there is to be a small exercise, creating a volcano at home. It didn't require any cost, any money. The children were given in the school times how to create a volcano in the classroom or in your own houses. And it's a simple issue. Take the brown paper, the wrapper which was to be covered on your notebook, open the brown paper, make a cone of that. Take 2 bottles. In one of the bottle, you put a vinegar. In the other bottle, you just put a baking soda, put some soap water and a little bit of color, reddish color. On one bottle, you put that cone of a brown cover and then pour that vinegar into that, baking soda. And slowly, steadily, there will be a fizz, and like a volcano, the children can see everything, how it comes out. And the expressions of that learning ability and the skills today made so many thousands of children into scientific approach. Today, I don't believe that only giving, the 5-star luxury treatments at the schools, the education quality can increase. You already heard from, Kamal talking about the RILM programs. And let me tell you, these RILM programs are so beautiful programs and so many programs which you adopted in, for 100 schools, which is absolutely a mammoth task. I cannot even, I don't have any words to thank you for that how the Bangalore Junction could create 100 such schools thinking that let us give e-Shala, the educational software, creating beautiful libraries, how to give, maybe a Google Earth kind of softwares where one can sit at one home and imagine how the world looks virtually, or, identify and do the research. I think you created desks and benches, one of the very, very basic facilities in the school. You can't even imagine. I can see right now everyone sitting at their own beautiful rooms on a sofa, recline their backs, maybe in the air conditioning rooms. You cannot even imagine a child going to a school, sitting on a wet floor with no support to the back and still trying to write, with a very beautiful handwriting and concentrate for education for 8 hours. Simple desk or a bench, by giving just around about 2,500 rupees, that created, such a great comfort ambience to the children. Creating toilets. So many school children I know, especially the girls, who left the school education just because of one reason. And that reason was there was no toilet in the school. And the girls who had the menses, their parents said, don't go to the school because your school does not have a toilet. I think you people have thought every smallest aspect today by making these schools happier, somewhere providing the sports equipment, somewhere providing the washrooms, somewhere providing school benches, creating beautiful libraries and the knowledge bank or encyclopedias, the e-encyclopedias and e-Shala softwares. I think this needs a great round of applause. Keep doing great work. I'm so sure about it that today you have crossed the milestone of 100, and very soon you will be one of the most lead person in entire Asia who has, facelifted thousands and thousands of children and schools. So keep on doing good work. My special congratulations to you. We will be connecting. I have been coming to Bangalore for a couple of times for even some of the district conferences and assemblies. In this pandemic situation, I could not meet you in person, but of course the day is not very far. In fact, I'll be coming for Fuzzle's installation very soon, which is going to be at the end of June or beginning of July. I don't remember the exact date, but that is the time I hope that everything and the pandemic situation becomes a normal, and we all meet, greet, and spend some good time in the evenings and exchange our ideas. So keep on doing the great network and all the best. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, RI Director-elect Mahesh Katbagi. And I'm very pleased to tell you that we will invite you again to Bangalore. The reason is another 100 schools is ready in the incoming, for the coming Rotary year. And our CSR partners, Odisha Solutions, they had contributed quite a bit of money, and we completed and gave them the report, and they wanted to give another 16 lakhs 10,000. But I said we have already completed our quota of 100 schools this year. So we'll only be starting the next Rotary year. So they, in fact, they've already deposited 16 lakhs 10,000 to our trust account. It's just lying there. It will be used only starting July. And when we inaugurate our next 100 happy schools, sir, I'll make it a point to invite Mahesh Katbagi, sir, and we'll have the pleasure of your company in person. And this virtual inauguration we had to do because we have completed the work, and before the end of this Rotary year, we wanted to complete the inauguration. So we went ahead with the virtual inauguration, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I would request our beloved DG, Rotarian BL Nagendra Prasad, to address us. And before this, Siddharth, can you just play the inauguration, please, artwork.
Thank you, Velu. As I would like to say that strength grows when we dare, unity grows when we pair, love grows when we share, and relation grows when we care. Good afternoon to each one of you on this online platform. Friends, I think we have a lot of guests today. 200 plus Rotarians, not only from Junction, from the district, from the other districts too. We have all the stalwarts, Kaman Sangvi sir, Bharat Pandya ji, Mahesh Kotbagi, and all the stalwarts here. And let me also recognize our KP Nagesh, district trainer, and Rajendra Rai, my friend, and all the past district governors over here, and DG Fazal Mahmood and Aneja DGN. I think let me also recognize many of our Skyrocker presidents, this year presidents are here. Let me recognize each one of them. Then our DLCC, Guru Nagesh, Vasan Chandra, and Rajesh Shirame, director for the community service. Many more are there. I've been given only about 8 minutes. Maybe I may run 1 or 2 minutes more because there were a lot of questions and suggestions which started coming during this, which I made a note, which I would like to tell you. We all know that education is the most powerful weapon with which we can change the world. That is what Nelson Mandela said that, and that is what our RLM is all about. And they have been nicely programmed, not only the for the adult education, teacher support, e-learning, everything, child and happy schools. I think that is what it was so well designed, and our district has been following that meticulously. The Rotary Club of Bangalore started, and then we all missed out on Rotary Bangalore Orchards during Ravi Shankar Dakojo. We had an inauguration of 126 schools, 126 schools which were inaugurated, and this is the third one at this pandemic time. As friends, I think I'm really proud to be the district governor of this 3190. Even at this pandemic, I think the way the district is running on the membership, it is on the projects. Yes, projects, we have already crossed about 4,000 projects and 20 district global grants worth more than 15 crores. And I think each one of the presidents, each one of the members of this prestigious 3190 has been so active, and each one has been doing such a wonderful job. I think thanks to and kudos to each one of you. Looking back at today's program, I think Vidya ma'am, I think she started singing with that Siddhi Vinayaka. Remembering Ganesha, I think that was a very nice thing, which we really need the support of the Almighty, the supernatural power, whoever it is, wherever it is. The man cannot alone fight this sort of disease. We all need the blessings, and I think that is what you started very well. Thanks for that. I think, friends, what we need to look is we are the leaders. The Rotarians are the leaders. We should not look back. I always quote this. When a deer runs, a tiger chases it, the deer always runs at the speed of 90 kilometers, but the tiger runs, a tiger or any other, it may be a cheetah, it runs at a lesser speed, but still the deer becomes a victim. Why? Why is that? Because it always thinks it is weak and it keeps looking back. Friends, that is what we all have not looked back. This district 390 has not looked back. Even at this pandemic, even at sitting at home, we are having an online inauguration, having online, giving consultancies, helping our own Rotarian friends. What all we have been doing, especially at this pandemic. We started with a 300-bed COVID hospital at the Basveshwar bus stand. And again, friends, now we are going to start, we are forced to start because there's a lot of pressure from the KSRTC, from the government employees. BBMP, I think, have shared one of the WhatsApp group. I think you have seen that we are not looking back, nor as a leadership, none of us, we are sitting quiet at this pandemic time, looking back that we need to do. We know that fellowship and friendship are the two important things, and networking. We have done everything. As you know, I always remember my father. We always said that, yes, you have taken everything from the society. What is that you have given back? That is the most important. Friends, this is the time we need to give back to the society, whatever best we can do. We have been, yes, we as Rotarians, we're all blessed by the Almighty. It is our time to give back, especially at this pandemic, whatever best we have been doing. I'm not saying that the Rotary 3190 Rotarians are not doing, but we need to do something more, not sitting at home, but planning and trying to see that how much you could support the downtrodden is very much important. Then coming back to today's discussions, I could see that Velu was talking of carbon credit. Yes, our District Secretary General Srinivas Murthy has already been working on this carbon credit on a larger scale. Very soon is going to come back. on the agriculture. Yes, this is the first time we brought agriculture as one of the most focus area in the district, and that has been a very, very successful. And I think again on the environment, which is the seventh focus area, we have been doing from many years this Kotinati, and this year especially we have been focusing more, and we have signed this, the district has signed for the 100 lakes, and that is also one of the big projects. And also we have started doing this Vana, what we called as Rotary Vana, and putting up the forest, putting up the urban forest, developing the parks, which is also another important thing. I think I could also see that the passion and the emotion of our the Skyrocket President Velupati, because I remember from past, I think more than 2 years, from the day he was elected as a president-elect, he has been in close contact with me and with the team, and he has been planning this. His vision was very clear that he wanted to start 100 happy schools, and he has done it. Really, congratulations to you and to all the team. As I said, strength grows when we dare. I think the dare, what is you took that dare, even at this pandemic, that is what each one of the Skyrocket presidents are doing today. Only because of that, I could see that our 3190 is highlighted everywhere. I think unity grows. This is what I see in Junction. Unity is the greatest thing what one requires that. If you keep pinpointing at the smallest thing, nothing can be done. You need to look at the positive. You need to look at the future. That is what your club, because I've been in touch with most of your team who have been coming to the office regularly for all the projects, and at each and every, you have been putting up a teamwork. I think that is what you are pairing each one, and that is how that love, it is only because of the love you share with everybody and that relationship what you share. I think that has made a difference, Velu. Without that, I'm sure nothing can be done. We talk of teamwork unless you share your love, relationship, and you say that we all have to grow together. That is what you have proved, Velu. And also I would like to say, even though you got a fund, what you said right now, you said this 100 schools is going to be for the next year. That shows that love and care what you have for your future, for the future president-elect and your club. That is what has made a big decision. I also today like to thank our Rajesh Hiramet, director, and Vasant Chandra and Bhagwan, who all coordinated for different putting up this, helping this club in different ways. And also on the vocational service, sir, we have this district, as Kamal was talking and Bharat ji was also talking, we have started what is called as Grama Lakshmi. This is for the rural women. And already we have a sanction, we have a global grant sanction for this, which we are going to start about 11 places. This Grama Lakshmi, this is going to help the rural ladies and different, it can be an artisan, it can be a so solar lamps. It can be something with tailoring, embroidery, and many MHM and many more. And each place and mushroom growing. All these things has been designed by our vocational team. Thanks to Radha Krishna, he may be here. Thanks to that, I think, friends, I always believe that education is the manifestation of the perfection. Already one we have in the man. This is what Swami Vivekananda said. One said that that is what education is the most important thing, and each one of us, I think we have been giving more thrust to that, and the especially 3190 has been doing, and even at the adult education we have a chair for that, Shankar, who has already started these activities in the adult education, and I'm sure in the future years we'll give more thrust to this. I would always say that stay positive. Good days are always on the way. There's good days are also in the way. We need to be positive. Only if people think positive and say that, yes, I can do this. And if you say that we can accomplish, we have a good team. And this 3190 is what we have, a good team here, good leaders. And I'm sure always we have a great teamwork and CSR funding coming, even especially at this pandemic time, friends. I think we can do great, and having a vision and passion, we can do a great work as a team. Friends, I would also like to thank our BO and our Girksap from the LNT, who is always welcoming us, even is holding such a big position in LNT missionary division. I have gone many times from the beginning He's such a simple man. I think when we look at this sort of people who are always been helping, supporting the mankind, I think that is where you need to look at, learn something from people like this. Thanks, Velu, for introducing me to Gerg sir and also Milind sir. I think great persons like Gerg, I think we have on with us. I think we could think and do a lot of great things. That is what I would always say that. I think this club in the membership and on the TRF, on the projects, I think Velu has been doing excellent under your leadership. And, it is always like show should go on, what Raj Kapoor says in Mera Naam Joker, the show should go on. That is what our District 3190 is doing. Even at this pandemic time, we have not stopped anything. We have not stopped anything. It is a membership. It is a TRF membership. We all know that we are number one as on now. As on day, we are number one. We are adding 1,370 members plus one more new club which is going to be started, and many more members are going to be added. And I am sure we'll touch 1,500 by the end of this Rotary year. We'll be number one in the world, and with 21 clubs totally, and about 4 or 5 satellite clubs to be will be added up totally in this year. And friends, on the TRF, we have crossed more than 500,000. We have promises and we have checks, DDs worth nearly more than 1 million. And I'm sure we are going to cross 1.5 million by end of this year. Friends, this is what 3190 is all about. And really, really, I would say from bottom of my heart, I am one of the most gifted governor. And I would say even somebody said that PDG. When I said I'm not as PDG yet, they said, you are the pandemic district governor. Yes, I'm a pandemic district governor. We started, and my presidents are pandemic presidents. We started with that. We are running, and we have shown the world what skyrocket presidents can do even at the pandemic. Any challenging time, we can take the challenges, and we are the leaders and we are the heroes of Rotary. And we stay forever, and our record will always be built up, saying that that this during this pandemic, this sort of club, this sort of presidents have done such wonderful things which nobody can write off in the history of Rotary. Yes, friends, I'm really proud of that. So let us all stay positive, let us stay safe, let us take precaution. At the same time, let's not forget to serve the downtrodden, serve the society from wherever we are. Thank you and congratulations once again to Velupati and also the whole team of the Rotary Bangalore Junction for wonderful work and the support you have given to me this year, which I cannot forget. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our beloved DG Nagendra Prasad. Thank you for your inspiring and very kind words. And you have been a constant source of support and guidance to me. And with your support and the entire district support, we are able to achieve so much. Thank you once again. I would request now PDG Lieutenant Rajendra Rai to say a few words, please. Rajendra Rai, just to say a few words, please. You can just address the gathering. You have to remove the headphones. Your headphones.
Thank you, Velu, DG Nagendra, DG Fazal, DG and Jiten and the fellow Rotarians. I'm extremely happy and delighted to be here on this auspicious event, as not every day does a Rotary Club transform 100 government school to an attractive, secure, and a happy place to study and acquire knowledge. At the outset, let me congratulate Velu and the dedicated team of Rotarians of Bangalore Junction for completing this mammoth program of refurbishing 100 schools in just 10 months flat, in spite of the severe challenges they faced during this pandemic. This is a classic case of meticulous planning, astute negotiation with the stakeholders and the partners. I'm witness to that. And the excellent execution and getting into final details of the project at every level. Almost a year back, President Velu came to me and talked about his plans to establish 100 happy schools. At that time, I was not very confident that he could achieve his dream. I did not discourage him, as I always believed that if one aims to reach the stars, he may at least reach the sky. But today, friends, this young president has indeed reached the stars. And I'm sure his late father, Rotarian Balu, a charter member of our home club, Bangalore West would have been immensely delighted had he been there with us today. Friends, I strongly believe that this project is a great contribution to nation building, as the schools are the centers of excellence to develop our youngsters to take the mantle of leadership to our country in the future. This is one of the most comprehensive happy school projects I have ever come across after we launched Teach Mission activities under RLM in 2013, as you added many add-ons to the 9 basic elements of the happy school. I have to once again compliment Velu for his innovativeness and also the foresight. I also believe that this project is the curtain raiser for the Rotary year 2022-23, as your club member, DG Jitendra, will take over as our governor that year. Friends, with this project, the district will perhaps be at the top of in the country in respect of creating happy schools with the 3 centurions, President Rangarao and the Rotary Club of Bangalore in 2016-17, then Ravi Shankar Dokoju in 2018-19 with the Bangalore Orchards, and now Velu with Rotary Bangalore Junction. As in T20, a contribution of 25-30 school is also equally significant, as Rotary Bangalore South has created more than 25 happy schools in association with the SABI. To my reckoning, RA 3190 has, to its credit, transforming over 350 government schools in the last 5 years. Let me congratulate all the concerned DGs and our DG Nagendra Prasad for making this commendable work possible. I had to give a note of caution to Velu and his team. This is just the beginning of your journey with these schools. Please adopt them formally, as the project could only be sustainable if you continue with your association with the schools and help them to make effective use of the facilities provided by you, and also to maintain it on a long-term basis. Before I close, friends, let me, on behalf of Rotary India Literacy Mission and the Rotarians of our district, thank Arvind Garg of L&T, Arjun and Chatur Menda of Menda Foundation, Bhagya of CLT for their valuable support and resources from their respective organizations, but for which Rotary would not have been able to achieve this milestone. We continue to look for your support to fulfill the vision of RLM, that is total literacy and quality education. God bless the Rotarians and God bless our benefactors. Thank you, Velu.
Thank you, PDG Rajendra Rai, and for your kind words and your guidance. You have been a constant source of support for me, and your encouragement has helped me to complete this task on time. And regarding your point of sustainability, we have an in-house committee in our own club, which takes care of sustainability. Every quarter, we visit the schools to ensure whatever equipment we have used is being put to use for the purpose it was being given. And regarding e-learning kit, we have a quarterly report from CLT, which shows the usage. And anything, if by chance there's a breakdown, we have a 3 years warranty, and it will show up on the report. So only the first quarter report is ready, which I'll be sharing. So we take sustainability seriously in our club, and we will ensure that all the amount and efforts what we have spent will be put to good use. And thank you so much for addressing us today. And I would request PDG Rotarian Ravi Vadlamani to address us, please. Is he there still? Oh.
Somebody has mute me.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, friends. Thank you, Velu, for giving me an opportunity to say a few words. Governor Nagendra, Governor-elect Fazal, and nominee Jitendra, and all my friends here. What an honor and pleasure and privilege to be a part of this lovely program. Most of you know that Happy Schools is a program which is very close to me. I'm very excited, Velu. I've been there for your installation on 30th June. And since then, I've become a big fan of yours. I've been your brand ambassador, speaking about a president who has planned so much. In fact, only last night, I shared your speech to a past governor from a neighboring district and said, here is a president who has taken up the Teach program like fish takes to water, and his speech is as good as a Rotary International president's speech. So I must compliment you for not only giving you a wonderful speech, but within 10 months, as my friend Rajendra said, you could accomplish. You dreamt and you delivered. So 3190 and the governor, you always give a happy school story for people like me to market. 4 years back, Ranga gave us a story of Happy 100. Then 2 years back, Ravi gave another story. And now, Velu, you have given a big story. So what is the way forward? Way forward is to brand your program and then make a coffee table book and make a film out of it and tell the world and tell Rotary India itself of the wonderful work you're doing. So as the pandemic ends, I would request you to take beautiful pictures of all the 100 schools, hire a professional photographer, and then take some good films. And then, of course, make a beautiful coffee table book so that others will know about the work you do. I'm keenly looking forward to your 3 schools which you want to build on the Delhi public school model, because I think that is the future for happy schools. And I'm very keenly looking forward to the success of those 3 schools. I would, of course, once the pandemic ends, personally see those 3 schools whenever they are inaugurated. And I will, of course, want the entire country to do such schools, Rotary India to do such schools. I believe every Rotarian has the potential to do one school. Imagine if all the 100,000 plus or now 1,75,000 do one school each. We don't need any governmental help in transforming our schools into happy schools. Once again, Velu, wish you all the best. Good luck to you, my friend. I am really, really happy at the wonderful work you're doing. Looking forward to your 100 lakes restoration also, and wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PDP, and we'll take your advice and we'll do the coffee table book, and also we'll appoint a professional photographer. We'll make videos. We'll document everything, and I'll share those copies with you. And regarding your 3 schools in the lines of Delhi Happy School, that was I'll take a minute. And we started this Happy School. This idea actually came up when I met Arvind Garg, and he had of L&T, and they had done 10 schools in Tadbadapur, and we entered into an MOU with them to convert these schools into happy schools. And when I went to Tadbadapur, I realized there is so much more work to be done, and I just did 10x multiplication, and I went up boldly and made it 100, and we signed an MOU with L&T that we will do the 10 schools, which they had done a lot of work as well. And also, as a part of the MOU, I had insisted that 3 model schools has to be developed. And of course, Arvind Gargji is also on the same in today's meeting. And I would request him that we start that work at the earliest. Whenever they are ready, we are ready to start and do our bit for that school as well. Thank you so much for addressing us today. And I would now request Fazil Muhammad, DG Fazil Muhammad, to address us, please. Spotlight on Fazil Muhammad, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, Velu. My due apologies. I had a bad bandwidth and network, so I wasn't able to introduce Bharat Pandya ji. Probably it went off. So I'll just keep my video off because I have a bandwidth issue here.
No issues. Please go ahead, sir.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. A very good afternoon to the dignitaries on this platform, friends in Rotary and friends of Rotary, ladies and gentlemen. It's my profound privilege and a proud moment to be at a program where so many such inaugurations, which are dear to all of us Rotarians, are happening this morning. Let me congratulate President Rotarian Velu Dipati, Rotarian Mandhar Dixit, and the entire team Junction who have connected so well in the last 10 years and grabbed the opportunity to serve to change lives. Congratulations to this wonderful club, RCB Junction. The growth and development of people and the community is the highest calling of leadership. President Velu B. Pati, you have led by example and not only given direction to RCB Junction, but set an example to the entire Rotary world to emulate you as a good leader. I'm sure and confident that President-elect Ajay Bhawala will take RCB Junction from there on. Dear friends, let me congratulate. It is said that literacy is a bridge from misery to hope. And this misery to hope bridge has been built by none other than our Rotary Junction and the other stakeholders and the CSR partners. Let me congratulate this wonderful club, RCB Junction, who are 10 years in existence and doing such excellent work to do good in this part of the world. They have excelled, be it in membership, fellowship, be it foundation giving, be it overall performance. They have not just stopped at that. Over the years, they have been giving leaders beyond their club to the district, and they have all excelled and showed us the way. They have given an excellent leader to the district, and in particular, a very passionate, energetic leader in past President Rotarian Jitu Bhai as district governor for the year 22-23. Dear friends, you know that the Happy School project of Rotary India Literacy Mission is an excellent initiative taken by Rotary India to provide infrastructural and scholastic facilities to make the school secure, attractive, and happy learning place for both the young students and the teachers. It is seen and said that generally under Happy Schools project, a school is selected for conversion into a happy school if 5 or more of the requisites out of the 9 are absent. But however, a school will be termed as a happy only when all the 9 requisites are fulfilled. RCB Junction did not stop at this. With Naresh Chaudhary and the team, they have definitely gone beyond to not only fulfill all those 9 requisites, but they have gone on to about 18 of them. E-learning system, which is another vertical of that synonym teach. They have given Google Apps, online class for public speaking, which they have given life skills for the students there. They have given a science kit. They have taken another focus area from mental health management, MHM, awareness of MHM from maternal and child health. They have got the psychometric testing, career planning and counseling from vocational wins also, and of course, they have taken in environment also in planting nutrition and fruit breeding trees. I am sure the above extra facilities provided cover the other requirements of the acronym teach and learning and child development. Teachers training also you have taken, and I'm sure you are going to do a lot many. They have added the other focus areas also like environment, maternal and child health, water and sanitation. I'm sure when such holistic development is happening, you now have to develop a great connect with the community around these 100 schools. The doors of opportunity have opened for you, Velu, and now is the time you can serve to change lives. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this wonderful inaugural program of such good projects. Thank you, Velu, and thank you all the Junctionites for doing this wonderful work and making this world a place to live in. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, DG Fazil Mohammed, for your words. And I would request DGN Jitendra to address it.
Yeah. Thank you, Velu. I'm here already. Good afternoon, everyone, once again. Today it has been a very momentous day for Rotary Junction and a very emotional moment for our President Velu. Velu, let me tell you, you have chosen a fantastic day today for inauguration will remain etched in memory of every Rotarian, every Kandiga, every Bangalorean, because today is our Anavru's Rajkumar's 92nd birth anniversary. So what a wonderful gift you have given to Bangalore today and to Karnataka today by inaugurating this Happy School project this day, and which has been completed. You know, I always say when people or Rotarians make a commitment, I always say, make a commitment which you can keep, because Rotarians are trustworthy, and let society know that once Rotarians commit, they deliver. Well, friends, July, when we were sitting here, I chose to sit exactly at the same place when the installation was happening for this reason, that when Velu made a commitment that we will do 100 schools, and Ravi was our chief guest that day, installing officer, he had dreamt it, he had passion, but he had the courage, confidence, plans to complete the project within 10 months. And this is something which is commendable. Like they say, you would have seen many ads, ki chhatti da chali ho gaya. This is a saying in Punjabi that your 36-inch chest has inflated or had grown to 40 inches. Today, I feel so proud, Velu, and on the behalf of Junctionites, that you have made me so proud amongst the Rotary community all over the country, where I'm feeling my chest size has grown from 36 to 40, something like that. Okay. It's a great moment when we could have all the national leadership of the Rotary here, and great words of wisdom which they have added, like positive health added by our Dr. Bharat Pandya. We will definitely go ahead with it, because this is something which is very dear to us. But what is good has happened to the club is that over 10, 12 years, not only we have been able to contribute in all spheres, whether it is community projects, now literacy, in fact, when it was started and Shekhar first came to our district, well, at the launch of the RLM a few years ago, during Anand's time, our club was had taken lead in the Asha Kiran. In 3 years, we spent almost about 2.5 lakhs each every year contributing to that. So we've always been the forefront, and now the kind of expertise which Velu has been able to bring in, it is kind to be a kind of copybook which we have to keep, and as a where all presidents have to probably in future coming presidents from our club and other clubs can take a book and copy that model to implement it, because it has to be implemented in town-bound style. And let me tell you, Velu became emotional because he has dreamt it, he has taken all beatings, he has taken all the poundings, he has done all the hard work, spent money from his pocket, negotiated with others, and brought other NGOs on the platform with us to unite with us, like Menda Foundations and L&T Club, which we inaugurated as a satellite club for us. Because his every cell in the body is talking today, and it probably emits and thinks of only literacy. We have some great plans. Shekhar Mehta, when he came here, I can tell you, he couldn't be here today, but I have never ever yet to see a man whose every action, every thought, every word, every cell of the body is only thinking of Rotary and all projects. Anything you speak about him, he has a solution in hand, and he has a connection, and he thinks of the size of the bigness. So it's a great thinking that during Fazl's time, and when Shekhar Mehta will be our RI president, our incoming president Ajay Bhawwala is already thinking of 100 schools, continuing with this project, and it will continue with the other following year as well, which I and Velu are on talks for certain, something which will carry on more. Well, friends, what more to say? What we are seeing is that there has been a great, the CSR partners are joining us. We are thankful to Paul Corporation for also coming forward and supporting us with these school projects, which are in the holistic model. We are also thankful to Vishal Infrastructure, which has also become our regular CSR partner. So when these two partners have joined in, and the L&T is always there, are part of us, and we have to see how this synergy is to be carried forward. And some more CSRs are also showing interest. to do the projects in the literacy field. And we have our great partner, Anand Seth, whether I do not know, he promised that he will join from US, from the Edu Girls. If he's listening, he's ready to partner with us for next 2-3 years, and his district 7620, their incoming governor with Fazal's support, they are ready to do many projects in literacy with our district together. I think 3190 has great future, and probably in the literacy field, we can do a lot. And thank you, every Rotarian, for making a difference in life of thousands of children for years to come, who may not see you, who will never come in front of you, but indirectly they are getting benefited, and probably God will bless you all seeing your work in that field. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aneja, for your kind words, and you have always been a support in our club and guiding all the team, an entire team, to get things moving. Whenever we are in crossroads, you have been there for us. Thank you so much for your support. I would request DLCC Rotarian Guru Nagesh to say a few words.
Thank you, Velu. Very clearly, for all of us in literacy team, all of us in 3190 are very proud of you for making this happen. I must really mention here that whatever Velu takes up, he is a very meticulous person, a very good team worker. And I think he has used all of the legacy of the junction and legacy of the literacy that we have in 3190 to its best to make this happen, these 100 schools and so many other achievements of today that has happened. Hope to work with you continuously, Velu, here onwards also. I'll congratulate everyone in Junction for making this happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Guru. I would request Siddharth now to play the inauguration slide for the Ishala, please. I would request Chatru Menda to say a few words. They have been a great support to us, and we have an MOU with Menda Foundation. And we started off with 500. Now we're discussing 1,000. Ishala kits. It's an e-learning system, and out of which 250 has already been executed. And thank you, Chatru Menda, for all the support, and from Menda Foundation. Please go ahead.
Welcome. 1 minute.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
1 minute. 1 minute. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can, sir. Please go ahead. We can hear you, sir.
Good afternoon to all. Today is a great day. We are celebrating the completion of 100 e-shalas and are glad that all the beneficiaries of these 100 e-shalas are from the rural Bangalore. We thank Mr. Velu of Rotary Bangalore Junction for partnering with us in this noble cause, for providing e-shalas to the government school. It is a dream of our Shri Arjun Menda, whose vision is to educate children in the rural Karnataka. Thank you for giving this opportunity, and we wish you all the best in future also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for all the support extended. I would now request Shri Arvind Gargji to address us, please. A spotlight on Arvind Garg, please. Yes, sir.
Beloved President Velu and beloved DG Nagendra Prasad and all the dignitaries of Rotary, it has really been a very, very wonderful journey for us. As they say that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a single step. And for us in the Disha Club, all of us in L&T, a lot has been said today. And I would like to extend my deep gratitude to all of you for giving us this opportunity to be associated with Rotary Junction, with the Rotary movement. What we have seen in you all is tremendous amount of self-determination, a tremendous amount to bring about change, a tremendous amount to give all of yourself, your effort, money, time, and the willingness to take on challenges, which has been a great learning. And for all of us, whatever little we could do with you, to me, it is but the first step, and we look forward to working closely with you all through this journey to being a part of Rotary movement. You are creating history, you are creating, I would say, new records. But this is but to be expected in my mind, because India is the most populous country in the world. And therefore, what we as a set of people can do also can be the best and the biggest in the world. And the journey that you have started, the challenges that you have taken, and the willingness to overcome all difficulties, to say that nothing will stand in our way of people who are determined to make a change, is what has brought about this day. It is really very wonderful for us, both as individuals and as a company and as a satellite club of Junction, to be a part of this journey. And I would like to just say a big thank you to all of you, to all my team members in L&T, for what we have been able to do. But as I said, it is just the first step, and there are miles to go. And we are very, very happy to be a part of this journey, to learn from you and to contribute our might in whatever small way we can. Thank you very, very much for this opportunity, and all the very best to all of you. We reflect in the glory of what you do, and that makes us so very proud. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, Arvindji, and it's been a pleasure to associate with you and L&T. And every time I come to your office to discuss, and there is so much of warmth and bonding which we share, and we have absolutely, it's a real pleasure to have working with you and your team.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I would request Bhagya Rangacha, the founder and CEO of CLT, to address us.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Velu, and all the esteemed dignitaries on the panel. It's an absolute privilege to be part of this collaboration. So we have the opportunity to serve, and I greatly appreciate that. If I may, I just want to set the little bit of context of our work in this particular collaboration. I'll take a couple of minutes. I want to begin it with two small incidents that happened within this month. And I promise I won't take more than 3 minutes, Mr. Velu. You know, because that gave me a lens of a broader perspective of what we are trying to do. About a month back, when my team went to one of the Happy School implementation in Dodballapur, they met a teacher. Her name was Mr. Chandrakala, and she made me this beautiful 2-minute video and sent it to me with the team. So she said about 18 years back, when we first started dabbling with technology-aided teaching, without knowing much about it, without having the facilities, infrastructure facility and the content, but we had started it to understand how it can help the government schools. So she said she was part of the first program 18 years back in Jakkur, and they had done a full circle. She was in Dodballapur now as head madam. And then she said the relevance of this program in today's context for her has been immeasurable. The value of it, how it's helping the village children learn better when there is not enough resources, and then teachers that might not have the subject matter expert. So to me, that sort of talked about the relevance of the program. Although we are 18 years old, that means we are not 18 years behind. And the small other incident was last week, a young man came to my office who had been an employee about 3 years back, a bright young man who is startup world. He wanted to come back and contribute. And I asked him, you're so young and busy, hustle, bustle and startup, and how come you're taking the time? So he said, CLT is turning 25 next year, 25 years. And to him, it was about the legacy of it and the resilience of the organization, how we were able to hold up and still be relevant 25 years into it. So to me, what it sort of meant was the resilience and the relevance, all of that was extremely important, which we also try to bring it to the product and the services that we bring in. So e-learning is not a fashion statement for us. And that also brings a sustainability of the organization and the program. And then again, last week I met a textbook committee member from the DSCRT. He talked about the national education policy and the relevance of this even in that. It's just the context has changed, but how do we actually apply this to the current context? So I just wanted to conclude by saying we want to be a partner for education with the Rotary, not a vendor for e-education, because it's to us, ultimately, it's about bringing about learning outcomes, and technology is means to an end, but it's all about education. And thank you so much again. Thank you all.
Thank you, Bhagya ma'am. It's really a pleasure to have working with you, and will continue to do so. Thank you so much. And please share that video posted on the group. Please. Thank you. And I would request
Yes, I will. Yes.
The BO of the Doddaballapur to say a few words. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Good afternoon, all. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Velu, who is president of Rotary Club Bangalore Junction, for providing me this opportunity to participate in this program. I think Rotary has covered all the aspects in these 100 schools to make the school happy, so that children can get good learning, and teachers are supported with e-learning content, which is need of the hour, which students require to get good learning. And also they have provided science kits to make the learning effective, make the learning strong with experiencing the content, whatever they learned in traditional classrooms. And they have also concentrated on the health and hygiene by providing hand wash, toilets, good water facilities, and a sports kit. I think they made school very attractive, so that children can get attracted towards the government schools, and parents also, they can send their wards to government schools by providing infrastructure and painting wall with good artwork, and providing classrooms and whatever the school needs. So I would like to thank all Rotary organization, Rotary members, and also Menda Foundation and LNT for supporting our schools, our children, in constructing a healthy society on behalf of our department and also on behalf of our schools. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Please extend your support in future years also, and also for other schools. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and we will get in touch with you.
Sure.
Now request past President Veteran MP Krishnan to propose the vote of thanks. MP Krishnan, please. Spotlight on MP Krishnan.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the day's events. And what a momentous day. You've had Rotary International leaders, Rotary India leaders, Rotary district leaders,
MP, we lost you.
but on this day, I think it makes a lot of sense because we are saying these words after achievement. 100 happy schools. When the night is darkest, the star shines the brightest. And that's what happens to organizations like Rotary, where there is a challenge of a pandemic or any challenge of that kind, where service is required, and service above self. club, but as a movement. We must understand that there are a lot of wise words spoken today, and I just want to say a few of those, reiterate a few words so that that stays in our minds for long, for continued service that we are all up to. Touching so many lives, bringing so many smiles was again what he said. Educate at least one more child other than your own is one of those noble thoughts that he has stored in our minds today. Literacy has to be taken seriously. That's what he said. Join hands with other organizations because the challenges before us are much bigger, even according to Rotary. So I think the call to join hands with other organizations, I think Rotary Junction is already doing so much. We have joined hands with Agarwal Samaj and various other institutions in doing so. Vocational training to bring back lost jobs and create new ones is also one of the thoughts. We have had Kamal Pandya ji talking to us about psychometric testing, which is the need of the hour today. There have been so much of activity going on in this field, and I'm sure that we will be able to contribute to it. Education is like lighting a fire, and he said, please focus on the girl child, which is a very important thing. I think, the girl children, however we talk in terms of progress, I think there needs to be a sort of wanting to do better for the girl child. Change the mindset of children and they will change the mindset of the elders, is what he said, which is so true. And then we have our own Rotarian, Aneja, Rajendra Rai, and PDG Ravi Vadlamani said so much of wise words. And Aneja said, make commitments that you can keep. And that is the way forward. There is nothing else that you can do. You just make a commitment and you keep it. So I feel Rotary Bangalore Junction is very privileged today to have had all of you being with us today for these 2+ hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes to be sure. And half an hour before that, when we had an informal hello to each, informal hello to each other. It was a day of reckoning. It was a day that will be in our minds for a long, long time. May God bless every Rotarian and may Rotary become a movement. Thank you very much. Good day to everybody.
Thank you so much, Past President MP Krishnan, for the vote of thanks, and also being the club councillor, your constant sort of source of support, and every time, at any time, he is there for me. Thank you so much. And I adjourn this meeting, and please stand up for national anthem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Velo. Thank you very much, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, DG. Thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you, Aneja bhai.
Wonderful leadership to district.
Thank you very much, Aneja bhai. Thank you.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल गायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Well, Velu.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Wonderful program, and you did wonderfully well. You know, I can understand your emotions, but I think it comes from heart, and your heart beats for it. I think you really, really rock.
Absolutely, Anuja sir. It was wonderful, and to see the emotions that you had, it came from the heart, and that is what I think is all about passion. So,
That's that is what we are saying. That when you come to Rotary, at least it is giving you an avenue to go out and see avenues for service. Otherwise, sitting at home, you do not get them also. So once you are down the field, you want to keep on doing it, continuing. You know, when we go to some project, something comes up, you want to add more to it, more to it, more to it, because so this is fun of Rotary. Fellowship. We are combining fellowship at Rotary's service sites. You know, that is what we have started doing.
you know, today expressions like torchbearer, trailblazers were used, and matlab, I really can't say they were not anything that has been done by the club. All of the entire Junction Club under Nagendra Prasad ji's and Velu's total commitment, Mr. Krishnan, Mr. Deshpande, all of you. I have seen give yourself there, you know, and that is very, very inspiring.
So that's why I will tell you one thing. What happens? तो क्या होता है ना, when a child doesn't know its resources at all. But when he comes home, no, बाप कहता है ना, बेटा तू लग जा, मैं तेरे पीछे हूँ. So that itself is impetus. He doesn't know. He doesn't know his limits. His limits are in his mind, and somebody unfetters that limits. You know. So what has happened? I will tell you. Let me honestly share. With L&T coming together with us, it has given that strength and wing and strength and power of thinking as well.
It is the other way around. Anuja sir, let me be very honest. I don't think the credit belongs to us. The credit belongs to all of you for giving us that. You know, we all want to make a difference, but then give us that avenue where we can work and contribute to the larger cause is so satisfying that the credit goes entirely to all of you, and we are very happy to be part of this journey.
Thank you so much. No, what I meant to say is it's like a funnel which is making, you know, all coming together. So it's adding a force multiplier. And like-minded people